a lot has happened in the past week. What I want to do in this video is clarify for you everything that's going on. There's basically 3 big updates I have for you. Status of YouTube and DSP Gaming and the partnership, because there's good positive updates there, okay? Status of Twitch streaming, okay, which has been amazing this past week. Boy, I can't wait to tell you about the results of that. And the results of Teespring, the launch of my Teespring shop, which happened a week ago, okay? And I have updates for you in regards to Teespring as early as tonight. There's going to be a whole new wave of products up there. That's going to be new logos and stuff. You're going to love it. But anyway, let's go first things first. Let's talk about what's going on with YouTube and my YouTube channels. Well, as of this morning, DSP Gaming, my main channel on YouTube, the big one for gaming, our gameplay every day, has been unpartnered. It's no longer a part of the Machinima network. Now, I actually asked 2 days ago if people could design a new channel logo for me, because my old logo actually says I'm part of the Machinima network, and it even says things like full playthroughs and all that. And I'll be honest with everyone, I didn't make that logo. That was fan-made, and at the time, right, at the time that was made years ago, because that's ancient, that thing. That thing, I think it was made in 2011. That made sense. Now it doesn't anymore. You know, people say, oh, Phil, you don't always do full playthroughs anymore. And it's like, yeah, because my banner was made in 2011. So it's kind of mean to hold me up to a 6-year-old standard, you know, because I'm not a graphic designer and I can't whip together a new banner for up there, that it still says full playthroughs or whatever. So right now, some people have already said they're going to take a shot at it, and if, by all means, if you have ever made a YouTube channel banner before and you want to take a shot at it, very generic, basically, you should say DSP Gaming, you know, daily gameplay videos, you know, or maybe daily videos, raw gameplay, no bullshit. There you go. That's maybe what should be like the tagline for it. None of this full playthrough so that people can hold me to it. And by all means, do not put any network whatsoever in the banner, because guess what? I don't want to say permanently I'm tied to some network, because who knows? You know, right now, I am going into a new partnership, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. I don't want that to look like, oh, that's stuck in permanent too, because what if an opportunity comes up in a few months to go to a better one, then I'd like to be able to do that, and I say, oh, no, I got to change my channel banner again, okay? So, all that being said, yeah, DSP Gaming is no longer partnered with Machinima. Right now, I am in the process of transitioning into a new partnership. I've already been approved for a new partnership on DSP Gaming. Already, it's been reviewed by another company. They said absolutely. I've already signed initial paperwork and done all the work. Basically, what has to happen now is they have to, now that it's free, now the channel is freed from Machinima as of this morning, the final stamp on my paperwork, which I just finished filling out because I couldn't fill it out until this morning, and then approve the channel, and then I could start monetizing videos. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing. The reason it's a good thing is because, damn, immediately I could just start making money again on my videos. It's not like there'll be a giant gap here. And what I'm hoping is that within the next few days, everything will be processed and I can do that right away, okay? Now, I don't know. I don't know what the process is. It could take days. It could, maybe they're backlogged on paperwork. Maybe they don't work weekends. I have no idea. So it may take, you know, next week some point for DSP Gaming to get reapproved and to get partnered and for me to start monetizing the videos there again. But as of right now, there are no ads on any videos on DSP Gaming. And sadly, I knew this was going to happen. As soon as the managed partnership protection ended with Machinima, immediately I was hit with 1 million content ID claims. So I can already tell you, any game that I've played on DSP Gaming that had copywritten music in it, so for example, any Grand Theft Auto game, any sandbox-style game, including, you know, all the recent ones that I've played. Just think about them, like Mafia 3, Scarface, The Godfather. All those playthroughs are going to get flagged for content ID, and one of two things is going to happen. Either ads will play on them, but I won't get money for it, or they're going to mute the video completely. So sadly, this is going to continue to happen. I know, over the next couple of days, until I get into another partnership, things are just going to keep getting content ID flagged. Now, the good news here, the good news is it's not a big deal. I have 40,000 plus videos on DSP Gaming. The vast majority of videos that this is going to be affected are not active new playthroughs or things that anyone are going to care about, alright? It's not a big deal at all. All this means is that in the future, if I play a game that's like a sandbox-style game that has a licensed soundtrack, sadly, I'm just going to have to disable the licensed soundtrack or leave the radio off. That's all I'm going to have to do. And until I get into another managed partnership, which I may or may not in the future, that's going to be a major change to DSP Gaming. You won't have these game playthroughs with this licensed music playing on the radio. It's too much of a liability, okay? It sucks, but it's life. That's what I have to do to keep going. Well, that's what I have to do then, okay? Alright, so that's change number 1. Okay? Change number 2 is, once my DSP Gaming channel does roll into this new partnership, I don't know if YouTube's going to allow me to just immediately enable ads on every video. And what I mean by that is YouTube does have a tool by which, if you're in your video manager, it shows basically your last 30 videos that you uploaded to YouTube. There's a box that says select all. When you click that box, it selects all 30 videos, but then there's a prompt that says, do you want to select all of your videos on this channel forever? So you can say yes, and then you can say, I want to group bulk monetize the videos. I have no idea if that process is going to work, because I have over 40,000 videos on this channel, or not this channel, excuse me, on DSP Gaming. Over 40,000 gameplay videos on DSP Gaming. even if it works, how long will it take? You know what I mean? Like, or will it crash? Will it start to the process and then crash halfway through it? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So in that regard, I'm not sure how the process is going to work. Is it going to be a smooth process, or is it going to take forever and be a pain in the ass? I have no idea. So, effective immediately, I already announced this on Twitter earlier, but I want to make a video about it so everyone understands what's going on. Effective immediately, as of today, right now, it's Friday, March 10th, I am not uploading any new videos to DSP Gaming until it's in the new partnership with the new company, and I'm able to monetize the videos, alright? So, this could be a day, it could be tomorrow, wow, great, that would be awesome. It could be a few days, it could be a week, I don't know. It all depends on the company looking at the paperwork, final approval, and turning it on, basically, okay? So, let's see what happens with that. I will let everyone know, obviously, when I'm going to start re-uploading videos to DSP Gaming, because right now, today, I already got a 4-hour session of Zelda I didn't upload. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Nier Automata. I'll have another 4-hour session of that. I'm going to be having all these videos I'm kind of hoarding until I'm able to actually upload them and monetize them, okay? Now, here's the deal with my other channels. This channel, the King of Hate Vlogs, the partnership expires with Machinima in 3 days. I'll be completely honest here with everyone. This channel never needed to be partnered with Machinima, ever. So, more than likely what I'm going to do is probably just put this into a standard YouTube partnership. Now, KO Gaming. As you know, the channel where I do game reviews. I've got the fan submissions now going on there. First impressions videos. You know, I've got a lot of stuff going on over there. That channel is still in its Machinima partnership, and that will end in early April, okay? But anyway, yeah, whenever that ends, I have that channel also approved for a new partnership, and luckily, the good news is, number one, that channel doesn't have nearly as many videos as DSP Gaming, almost, you know, way infinitesimally less, so even if I have to manually enable ads on those videos, that's not going to take a lot of time. And then number two, I'll already know what the process is from DSP Gaming, so it won't be like, oh gee, I'm wondering how long it's going to take or whatever. I'll have a better idea, okay? So, I will continue to put new content on KO Gaming. So what that means is right now, for example, in the next couple days, I'm expecting to release a new community submission. I actually have a few that I have stocked up, and I know right now it's been kind of dry. I was a week on that channel with no new video because I was busy with all the other stuff trying to get shit together here and figure out what I was going to do. So there will be ongoing coverage on KO Gaming. I just want everyone to realize that channel is not going in suspend mode like DSP Gaming is. That channel is going to be full speed ahead good, okay? Now, let's talk about Twitch. I'm interacting with the stream chat now. I'm actively reading funny messages or things that are pertinent to what I'm doing in the game. I'm answering questions or things I feel that are pertinent. People are asking in the stream chat while I'm playing the games. When people are subscribing to my Twitch channel. When people are cheering with bits on my Twitch channel. And when people are doing tips. Because yes, this is a new thing. I added the ability to give me a tip now. Which is, essentially, when you think about it, you say it's a donation, but not really, because the legal definition of a donation is giving money to a nonprofit. So really, what you gotta think about it is a tip. Like, if you went to a restaurant and, you know, a waitress did a good job, you know, whatever, serving you or whatever, you give her a tip, because it's understood she's not making a lot of money doing that, and she needs a little bit more money to keep making a living, right?
It's kind of the same thing here. I'm giving you all my content for free. Okay, so if you like what I'm doing and you're liking the stream on Twitch and you're watching it, oh, I want to help fill out a little bit, you send me a tip.
So that's enabled now, okay? That's actually, I've updated my Twitch page, twitch.tv/DarkSidePhil. It now has all that integrated in it. The tips is a section on my main page, the bits already integrated, and you're going to see pop-up messages when people do these things during my gameplay. Now, this week in particular, this past week,
was a lot of growing pains and a lot of learning curve and a lot of issues.
I was trying to get these pop-up messages to show up in my capture setup, and I had nothing but issues. It was locking up the streams. It was crashing the streams. The videos were corrupting. And man, it took forever for me to pinpoint what was going on. At first, I thought it was because I was using Streamlabs, this program that tracks when people are doing all this stuff and will put the pop-up messages on the screen. Then I thought maybe it's not Streamlabs, then maybe it's actually the browser plugin itself into the capture device. The good news is, all week, sadly, the videos kind of were iffy and or the streams were iffy. They would go down multiple times and everything, and I know it was annoying. I want to apologize to everyone for the past week. I know it was a pain in the ass if you were watching a live stream and it kept going down, or you're trying to watch this playthrough on YouTube and all of a sudden a video abruptly ends out of nowhere. You're like, what the hell happened? That's what happened, is this capture software kept going crazy all week. Finally, yesterday, I completely had enough. I was so fed up. I completely uninstalled everything. Original OBS, OBS Studio, all my capture software. I uninstalled it all. And I reinstalled it all starting from fucking scratch. Today I live streamed Zelda, and it worked. I didn't have one crash, knock on wood. I didn't have one crash, I didn't have one issue. It went smoothly, alright? So things have been going really good in that regard now. People are, by the way, attendance on streams overall is up. People are liking the streams more. They're like, wow, this is awesome. Phil is actually engaged, which he's never been before. He's always kind of been separated. Now he's way more engaged with the viewing audience, okay? the feedback I've received this week has been positive. People have been saying, listen, number one, Phil, anything you can do to keep doing this as a job, do it. Because we love it. 8 years you've been doing it, and we want to see you keep doing it. I have this hardcore fan base who want to see me succeed no matter what, and I appreciate that. So, even though everything's been very different this past week, I've been approaching it with, like, a really open, positive attitude, and people have actually told me this week, I see way more positive than I have, especially when I'm in the game and I'm loving Zelda, or, you know, Nier Automata was really good, and they're like, Phil, you really seem different. Like, you seem like a different person playing these games than you have before. And the answer that I really have there is, it's cool, it's fun, it's a cool experience to say I'm here with a group, to hang out with a group of people while playing a game, which is really what it feels like now. It's a group hangout where we're all kind of, you know, every once in a while there's a joke or a quip or whatever, and, you know,
I get to keep playing games for a living. It's awesome. Why wouldn't I be happy
that we're finding a workaround, finally, after years and years of decline on YouTube, and YouTube finding every possible way to screw me over. Oh, let's lower his ad revenue. Oh, let's change it so that videos only show up in YouTube search if they're long. Oh, let's change it so that Phil's not even in YouTube search because he had to delete videos because of false copyright claims. Like, every possible thing that they've done has destroyed my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. Like, every change was another negative for DSP Gaming. At this point, I've got to diversify myself. I can't have all my, as they say, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. And for a long time, all my eggs were in the DSP Gaming basket, and at this point, I can't keep going on like that anymore. Let's face it, folks, I hate to say this.
Hashtag YouTube party is over?
Yeah, it is. Because YouTube has drastically changed their business model to so much that it's just about, it's a website of talking heads now. They want people talking to the camera about bullshit and causing drama, and they want highly edited, digestible, episodic gameplay videos, not real playthroughs, right? They basically tried to force me off the site as a business. So I'm gonna go to where I'm welcome. And you know what? I know there's a complete attitude flip.
Twitch wants me there. Twitch has tools there to make me succeed. Twitch welcomed me back with open arms in November, despite the fact that I kind of almost burned bridges with them, right? They were like, no, let Phil come back and have everything that he had and start over, and let's see how Phil does.
And even nothing but accepting, and, you know, I'm very appreciative of that. First of all, I want to say again, thank you to everyone who convinced me to go back to Twitch, because right now, if I hadn't gone back to Twitch, I don't know what I would be doing right now. Let me put it this way. This past week of streaming on Twitch, even with all the hiccups I had, all the crashes, all the issues, number one, people are saying my content is better than ever because I seem more interested, engaged in the games and with the people on the stream. Number two, it's turned out really well when it
comes profitability-wise, okay? If I can keep at the level I'm at or increase it, which I'm hoping I can increase it, let's face it.
Look at the new games coming out soon. You got Mass Effect, the final Dark Souls 3 DLC, MLB, Persona 5. We've got these giant, heavy-hitting games, you know, in the next couple of months. I can't wait for Injustice 2, man. I'm going to be live streaming Injustice 2 every day. That's going to be a ton of fun with this new audience and the way that I'm doing it now. Seriously, like, I can't wait. I'm like, I have been reinvigorated to do this as a job. I really have. I feel like
that, like, I've got this big spark of interest and excitement again.
It feels new again. After, you know, 8 years doing it and 6 years doing it for a living, this actually feels like something new and interesting to me again. And I'm very excited for the future, okay? So, with all these new games and stuff coming out and me doing the new streaming, I think that my Twitch channel may grow pretty decently. With new followers, with new people showing up for the streams, with people cheering and subbing and tipping, I may end up fine in the long run. Even though YouTube ad revenue is down, and I don't think it's ever going to go back up to where it was for my channels. I just don't believe that. I think it's done. I think that they've basically looked and weeded out channels that they don't feel fits the YouTube big guy formula. And I don't. DSP Gaming does not. So they're just going to say fuck it and give me the lowest ads possible, right? They can't give me no ads without justification, so they'll give me the worst ads possible. Fine, but if I can make it up with Twitch, that's great. And right now, I'm having a blast, and it's
for the first week, it's been good. If we can get it even better because I stick to it and people are liking it and checking it out for the first time, I think this could be really good. Like, I'm not even talking, like, maybe it could be like the old days again.
Where I'm super excited to jump on and you know, play games every single day, and I don't have to worry about the finances in the back of my head and worry about that shit. Because it's been killing me, man. The past 2 years, it's been killing me. Every day thinking about finances. I just want to play games and have fun, and when I got finances in the back of my fucking head every 5 seconds, it's hard to have fun. But it's been awesome this week. Thank you to everyone who's been on these streams. If you haven't, maybe you weren't interested in Zelda, you weren't interested in Nier Automata, that's fine. I hope when the new games come out that you want to see, if you can make it to the streams, great. If not, that's perfectly fine. I'm archiving stuff on Twitch. There will still be new videos on DSP Gaming, but give it a look. I think you're going to like what you see. Especially if you've been away for a long while. You may come like, oh my god, this is a completely different thing. It feels interacting. It's different. He's like, upbeat. What is going on? It's true. It's different. It feels different to me. So, give it a look if you haven't in a while, okay? So, 1 week of this new attitude of Twitch streaming. It's been amazing. I'm very excited to continue for the future. And the bottom line is, even with this, right now I'm playing Zelda, right? And everyone knows Zelda's a long game. It's going to probably take me another couple weeks to get through it, okay? Even though I know what's going to happen is even with the new partnership, Nintendo's going to claim those Zelda videos on YouTube and I'm not going to make any money on them.
If I can make good money every day streaming on Twitch, it won't matter. It won't matter that I can't monetize the videos on YouTube. It won't.
You know? If anything, maybe, I hate to say this because I know I've been with YouTube for 8 years, maybe we could flip-flop. It always was YouTube, ad revenue was my bread and butter, and then you got all these other things around like streaming and stuff that made supplementary income. Maybe I could flip that. The streaming on Twitch is my primary income, and that's what I care about, and there's people, that's the main focus, and then everything else is supplementary, you know? Because if I can't control the ad revenue on YouTube, then fuck it. Let that be the supplementary thing, right? I think that's the way to go. And it's working out well. Like I said, for 1 week, I couldn't be happier. I didn't know how it was going to go this week. It's gone really well this week. So, for those who already have been to the streams and you're enjoying it, great. Please keep it up. I'm loving it and you're loving it. If you haven't seen them yet, come check out the streams. I think you're going to like what you see, okay? Now, one final thing. Teespring, up here. Because I actually have a very positive, piece of update here regarding Teespring, because as you know, it was a week ago that I actually launched my Teespring store with these really cool fan-made designs. I am happy to say, everyone, we sold over 35 products. I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to sell a couple, like a few people dribble in. People loved the designs. They were like, these are awesome. I sold over 35 products in the first week, okay? So much so that Teespring's loving it. They're like, Phil, hey, keep going. You're doing great. And they actually helped me. They actually sent me some tutorials and stuff on how to make this stuff myself so I can continuously add new product. I've got a whole new batch of designs. People are so awesome. Seriously. This whole ride, ever since I did this on YouTube, is all because of you.
Yeah, it's because of me, because I'm putting out the content.
But it's also because of you. It really is. I don't want anyone to ever think that I am so high and mighty, that this was all my doing. Absolutely not. Just think of all the fan-made stuff that I've used over the years. Think of all the support you've given me, and the reason that I'm still here is because of you.
And I want to keep doing this as a job. I have a passion for it, and I don't want it to fucking die because of bureaucratic bullshit behind the scenes with YouTube and all their nonsense. I'm not going to let that stop me.
I got to keep going. I got to adapt and find a way and keep pushing forward positively.
This week we worked on that and it succeeded. Let's keep that going. If I can grow on Twitch the way I did this week, if I can keep that going up and growing, okay? If Teespring can keep it up every week, I think regardless of what happens with YouTube and the videos, that I could still do this as a job. If you can be here live daily on Twitch and you want to see the new interactive streams, the new positive me, I mean, I've been loving it and people are telling me overwhelmingly they think it's a better product. Please check it out daily. I think you're going to like what you see. And like I said, if we can keep it up and up, more followers every day, more people coming in every day watching, more people participating every day, great.